Derek McKinnis is still the man in charge of Kilmarnock, but he will not be in charge for their final game of the season. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. We have a bit of breaking news with the whole Derek McKinnis, Kilmarnock, Hearts. Is he going? Is he not going? Is he in charge? Is he not in charge? Is he going to turn up to a post-match interview after getting humped off Motherwell, or is he going to bottle it and send his assistant? Well, things have taken a turn over the past week. Some people have maybe lost a bit of respect for Derek McKinnis with the way he's handled this situation. Kilmarnock have one game left. McKinnis said that he wanted to manage both of them. We've seen how the penultimate game went against Motherwell, not very good. Kilmarnock lost pretty easily in the end. He didn't bother going up to the interview. He sent his assistant, and now it looks like he will not take to the touchline for the final game of the season, despite still being employed and despite still having the position of first team manager of Kilmarnock.
It's kind of ended on a bitter taste, hasn't it? This Derek McKinnis run, because he done a great job last season. Got them back into the league. You'll finish really high up. Got Europe this season, kept them up, which I think the Kelly expectations have to be around mid-table. And I think safety is also a guaranteed plus at the same time. But what should have happened is, right, he should have just formally agreed to join Hearts and seen the season out. I think this past week has been a mess. From the Chris Boyd comments on Sky, with Derek sitting right beside him, to this. It's not been handled well. It's very tin pot, I think.
I mean, listen, could he have spoke to Hearts and just said, I'm interested, but we'll discuss it at the end of the season? What's the rush for Hearts? What would waiting 2 more weeks do?
But maybe Hearts would be like, well, he's not interested. No, why not say, here, I will definitely become manager, but let's no sign on dotted lines until the end of the season.
Surely Hearts, or any club for that matter, though, would have to acknowledge here it's going to be destructive speaking to him and trying to get him to become our new manager with like only a few games to go. Why wouldn't you just wait? I don't understand it. See if Hearts had this Scottish Cup semi-final, this Scottish Cup final coming up, which I wish they did, because then at least I'd give them like 1 or 2% to winning it instead of the 0% I give Aberdeen. But anyway, see if they had that coming up, you could definitely make a case. You go, oh, well, look, they need to get him in. They've got this big game. They want to get McKinnis in, and they want to get him ready, and they want to get him, there to lead the team. And I get that, but like I said, with a whole summer ahead for McKinnis to prepare, I just don't see why this is happening. I just don't see why Liam Fox could not have taken control of the team like he is and just let him see out the position till the end. And then at the end of the season, then you can speak to McKinnis and then you can announce McKinnis. It just doesn't make sense why there's been this big debacle, man. I just don't understand it.
No, I don't understand it. You know what? I'm kind of sick of talking about this. It's like, right, he's got to be Hearts manager, but I feel like every day there's a wee bit of different news coming out about it. But Kelly released a statement. They said, and I quote, "It's been agreed between our board of directors, Derek McKinnis and his staff, that the best approach would be if they were not in charge for his final match this season. Paul Sheron and Alan Archibald will also not be involved. The first team preparation match day duties will remain undertaken by Chris Burke and Craig Clark." End of quote. What I would say, right, I think it's the fact Kelly are playing Hearts. I think if Kelly were playing Ross County or something, they would not get him out. I think the whole fact of the matter is here, they're literally playing the team he's going to, and it kind of would be a conflict of interest. But would it be, though? I mean, does it really matter if Kelly lose or win against Hearts? They're safe, and it's the same with Hearts. Do you care if Hearts finish 7th or 8th? No.
No, I really don't.
But do you agree, though, that if they were playing any other team but Kelly or but Hearts, Kelly wouldn't get rid of him? What's he doing, though? Like, is he...
I still don't think the situation's good, but yeah, it's awkward. How could McKinnis really take charge of the last game if he's going up against the club that he's expected to sign for?
But then...
Although, I mean...
What about Jamie McGrath when he played against Hibs?
Yeah, I mean, so when you look at it from that standpoint, like, it's... I just think it's been handled poorly.
No, it has been handled poorly, and I mean,
Look, there should be not. It shouldn't be about loyalty or questioning anything like that. I mean, Derek McKinnis is the Kilmarnock manager, and he will be until the time that he's not. So I see no reason from a professional standpoint why McKinnis should not be able to take charge of the Kilmarnock match in the final game and try his utmost best to lead Kilmarnock to a win over Hearts. That should be that. I don't know whether it's if they're questioning loyalty or. To me, it doesn't matter. Even if he agrees to join Hearts and the deal doesn't kick in till the season's over, he should still give 100% to help Kelly beat Hearts.
Yeah.
But like you said with McGrath, if he, at Aberdeen Hibs game, if he starts for Aberdeen, he should be doing his utmost to put a hat trick past Hibernian and give Aberdeen the win.
Yeah.
Although you could argue with that, it's a little bit more conflicting because you could argue, well, here,
European football.
Does McGrath want to help Aberdeen overtake Hibs and get guaranteed football when that's the club that he's going to be playing for next? Like, seeing that circumstance, like, I think you could see if it was Aberdeen Hibs last game of the season and Aberdeen could go above Hibs in third with a win. See if you're the Aberdeen manager, I think you could certainly look at that and go, you know what, I don't know if I do want to play McGrath because he could be conflicted.
Absolutely. Here, what happens if Jamie McGrath could score the winning penalty against Celtic in the shootout, but he's like, you know what, I would actually like some guaranteed European football.
Well, I think that's different because he'd be winning a cup.
True.
I would have to imagine that he wouldn't. But let's say Aberdeen are not in the cup final and it's just a battle for third final day of the season. And it's 1-1, Aberdeen need to win, 96th minute, they get a penalty, McGrath steps up.
Yeah. But what does he do?
Is it in his best interest to score that penalty?
Probably not.
What would he rather? Oh, finish my Aberdeen career on a high where I finish third, or miss it and join Hibernian next season where I'm going to play 6 games in Europe?
But the bigger question is, are we going to finish our Aberdeen career on a high?
Oh, well.
FIFA! Viva Las Vegas.
Stay tuned, guys. Over the next few days, we will bring the regular season to an end. The split is coming, and we're going to find out what part of the split that we'll be in. But right now, Derek McKinnis, I bet he wishes he could split himself into 2 and maybe control Kilmarnock for the final game, but also take charge of Hearts.
Do you think Big Derek going in could make Shanklin stay? Will that be one of his bullet points? Lawrence must stay.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lawrence Shanklin started banging in the goals, and
I think Lawrence Shanklin under Derek McKinnis would be a very good.
You know what though? It's like I'm looking at it now, and I'm thinking, fuck. See, just due to Shanklin's recent form, will it make it harder for Hearts to sign him? Yes. Will he probably be looking for a better contract now than he would have 2 months ago? Yes. But you could also flip it and you could look at it and go, see, 2 months ago, Hearts probably wouldn't have been really that interested in keeping Shanklin because it was that bad.
Because the wages, I know, yeah.
So, see, I think right now things are looking good. I think that Shanklin has picked up enough form that Hearts will want a new contract and they'll be willing to give him a decent amount. But I don't think he's turned it around that much where he will demand an unrealistic amount in a new contract and to the extent where you're going to have a lot of clubs coming in interested in him. Has Shanklin done enough?
I can't see David Ancelotti wanting Shanklin.
Yeah, I mean, let's say it was Barry Ferguson still in charge or a Stevie G.
Absolutely.
Do you think maybe they would have took a chance at Shanklin? But yeah, David Ancelotti, he's not going to be looking at a Lawrence Shanklin.
No, he'll be looking at Karim Benzema or something. I don't know.
I do. I think Shanklin will. I think he'll be at Hearts next season.
Yep. Hope he stays in the league. I like Shanklin.
Will Derek McKinnis be at Hearts yet? We don't know.
He will be. It's the matter of time.
You know what? I think I'd rather Stephen Robinson.
The Hearts?
Uh-huh.
Controversial. Has he been kicked out of his post this weekend?
No yet, no.
No yet. Anyway, folks, that's it. Till next time. Peace.